Hey guys, Darth Glork here, back with part 16 of my Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom playthrough. So I would say what happened last time, but I'll be honest, I don't really remember. I would imagine that we were probably, my voice sounds all weird, I don't know why. I would imagine that we were probably doing main quest stuff, because that's what we've been working on. And that's probably going to be the focus this time, about just like loosely pursuing main quests. And but I don't know what otherwise we were doing. I also have no idea if I got up to anything off camera. Also, I notice I have an adventure logged. Can't forget the sight of Princess Mipha holding her scale in the light of the moon. Oh, right. I remember that I accidentally got that picture. I think I do remember I was running around for some reason off camera, and I got the picture. And I think I'm probably standing right here whenever I saved it so we could talk to this guy. A floating place, I am sure that is what I heard, but... Link, how wonderful. You heard me talking to myself, didn't you? Since you are here, I must ask you something a bit odd. Have you ever heard anything about a floating place? A floating place? Here is my tale. When my dear wife May went out fishing, she was singing this mysterious song to herself. I found a floating place where I'll catch fish with grace, a hop and a skip to a great fishing trip. And with that, my wife hopped and skipped over to the bridge to the east of the domain. At the time, I paid it no heed. She is given to songs of fancy, but her absence has started to weigh heavily on my mind. A floating place, a hop and skip away. I have never heard of such a place. My wife is the type to rush off in a fit of excitement. I'm worried that she will do something rash. Oh, my beloved May, I dearly hope she has not gone somewhere dangerous. Yes. Okay, but also... Sorry. I wanted... Yeah, this one. That's why it's highlighted, is because I actually ended up doing it. That's why, is because I was doing something else. I was just running around or whatever, and I was like, I happened to be on the mountain. It happened to be the moon over the statue, and I just looked up and I was like, oh hey, wait a minute, hey. The vision of Princess Mipha grasping her light-scale trident in the moonlight. So lovely, your breath would catch at the sight of her as though she were an ethereal being, not flesh and blood. Take a look at this. See? Yeah, look at that, see? Maybe I got a little too much moon on that picture, but it's okay. This perfectly captured the vision of Princess Mipha that has been burning brightly in my mind's eye. Ah, such loveliness. To think that I was able to set eyes on this vision that I was so sure I would never see again for all my days. Link, I cannot thank you enough. As a token of my gratitude, please accept this Zora sword. It's something I once used myself, though it's now decayed. It has life in it yet. Please put it to good use. Sick. I feel so relieved. My mind is now at ease. It is as though the sun has at last pierced through the clouds of my mind. Though much time has passed and so much has changed, I am forever the loyal subject of our Zora royals to King Sidon. Ah, my guild feels clear as the day I was born. Cheers to a new era. May it shine brightly for years to come. Yay! I did the thing! Alright, don't mind me, guy walking away. Just gonna do some quick looting. So, it's part of the reason that it's been a bit since I played this game is because I was recording Baldur's Gate, and so over the last week or two, that's been what I've been hitting Baldur's Gate heavily because we finally got through our backlog, and so I was putting out Baldur's Gate parts, and so I was kind of mass recording those, which is often how I do it, to be honest with you. I'll go record one en masse and then sit on it and then slowly put them out, and then I'll record the other one en masse, and then I kind of switch back and forth between the two, between my main game and side game. So that's nothing unusual, but anyway. Okay, let's see here. 58, 16. Alright, well, the next one, obviously we have Gerudo and then the Gorons, so probably gonna do Gerudo this time around, I would imagine. Madison's Independence. Right. Alright, well, it's probably off to the Gerudo. Well, here we are. Look at that, by the way. It's like this tornado. Oh, do you know the Sand Shroud makes compasses stop working, right? You're not really thinking about trying to push your way through it, are you? It's even more dangerous right now in the heat of the day. Just don't do it. It took years and years of regular visits, but we finally started to convince the Gerudo that they can depend on us. So please, I'm begging you, don't ruin it by causing any trouble or being reckless. Oh, please. You and your needs. It'll be fine. Just follow the road. I say as the road essentially disappears. Okay, armor-wise, I know I already bought the headpiece. Yeah. Look at this horror. Look at that. Isn't that freaky looking? It's apparently a Gibdo. I remember them being obviously very creepy. I don't remember how to defeat them, per se. That's awkward. Yeah, and it's too hot now. Okay. Time to go. Alright, well, we are coming in on the Gerudo main town here. I ran around like so long, dude, and I missed it. I actually walked too far. Which makes sense. I don't think this is gonna work, by the way. Because I feel like I'm gonna get detected or something. Oh, well, I was allowed to activate it, so... Apparently it works to some degree, but yeah, I actually ran too far. I was like, okay, just go straight. This shouldn't be that hard. And so I was trying to go straight, but it did not work very well. So yeah, I was trying to stay straight, but because, you know, there was a giant chasm, and then there was all this other stuff, and I slightly veered, and because I slightly veered, I kind of went beneath it a little bit. I kind of went too low, and so then there was a giant rock that fell from the sky, so I was like, oh, hey, perfect, I'll just jump on that and then recall, and then I'll use it to figure out where I am. So I jumped on it, recalled, I went way above the sand shroud, and I was like, and then I looked up and I was looking around. I'm like, where the heck's the town? Where the heck is the town? And I turned around and it was behind me, a little bit above. And I was like, oh, I was too low and I missed it. So, you know, in the sand shroud, you can't see crap. So, it did not go very well. Anyway, but obviously, you know, we found it, right? So, that's what matters. I'm just gonna use this to get rid of the sand. There we go. Go away, little sand. Alright, what is this? Very nice. Alright, well, little fan, I might be back for you, depending on how things go. Depending on what's necessary. Yeah. There's other stuff in there, too, but may as well just grab the fan I already have. Come here, little fan. But yeah, I saw more of those freaky looking things in the desert, by the way. Good fight. Anyway, but yeah, I saw more of those creepy looking things in the desert. So that's always fun. Alright. Oh wait, actually. More we can get rid of. Oh. Oh. Let's see. Oh, wow. There was a dude hiding in there. Okay, this time before I pick it up. Alright, I just want the charge. Leave that. I've been given several things recently that are very, like... There we go. Okay. Maybe we'll just use this for a bit. Fan Guster. Obviously that's a fan attached to something, right? This is never gonna balance. I know what I'm trying to do and it's stupid. Oh! Okay, okay. I don't feel like I'm gonna be able to see this low. Oh, there's like a pixel that I'm allowed to. Yes! Worth like a charm. There's no way that's how they want you to do it. It's absolutely not what they want you to do. I bet you they want you to use that fan guster that they have down there to go up here and grab this stuff, and like definitely that's what they want you to do. I'm just stubborn and I didn't want to. Obviously we're just gonna do this. Alright, old wooden bow is crap. I'll take the charge and the arrows. We are just going to keep that there. We're gonna do this. And that'll make that sword mildly less crappy. Okay, so... Alright, so we have light coming out of there. Obviously, these are gonna be used to mirror, you know, obviously. And I imagine the whole point of this is to figure out how to get the light beam onto what we need. Alright, here's my idea. Something like this, maybe? Can I just hold it up and then... It like landed on my head. I expected the door to shut after a timer, that's why I was so worried. Alright, well, there you go. Alright, so to be ultra polite here, we're going to start at the gate here. Although I'm not seeing anybody, but... Maybe that's why I was allowed to go all the way in here. Oh, it's like a ghost town. Okay, well... It's not really what I was expecting. Oh, well, now we're gonna have to figure out what to do about these. He's covered in arrows. Okay, not that. Ah, okay. Well, they're a little weak if you hit them in the face. Alright, maybe they need bludgeoning damage? Let's see, do I have any, like, bludgeoning? That looks sharp. Claymore spear. Stick halberd. No, that's not it. I don't know how to kill you. I guess I'll just leave. Oh yeah? What about this, idiot? Found a locked area. Hopefully there's not too many of these, because I have nothing to break anything with. So, I just have to use bombs, because I have nothing else. Oh, what the heck is this? I found a message in a bottle in the middle of this sewer. It's you, at long last. You, the Voe reading this letter, are the Voe I was fated to meet, and I am the Vi you were destined for. You must hurry and rescue me. I am locked away from the outside world. Do not worry, though. I will send you all of my love to you until you come and find me. Stay safe and know that we will meet soon. It is our destiny, after all. Okay. That's not what I expected. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Heyo.
No.
A Voe. There's a Voe here. Stop him. That's like warped from underground. Oh, well, well. Apparently these people are hiding here somewhere. Easy. Voe are not permitted to be here. You must leave at once.
Oh.
Hold on. Hi. The captain of the guard, by the way. I think I recognize her from the first game. I'm assuming it's the same one. It has been some time, swordsman. Yeah, there you go. It's alright. This one has the chief's permission to enter, and he is welcome to visit any of the shops and businesses. Spread the word, let everyone know this is the case. For you to come all this way, and during the strange storm that plagues us, you must have some important news to share. The Princess of Hyrule is still missing. We had heard of the events at Hyrule Castle, but things are dire indeed. Still, swordsman, I mean Link, I am impressed that you made it here through the storm that surrounds Gerudo Town. The sand shroud settles on us some time ago. We sent out patrols to try to determine what was causing it, but a swarm of creatures called Gibdos, yeah, I found them, I don't know how to kill them, suddenly appeared, attacked our troops, and forced us to retreat. The Gibdos have made their way into the town. As a result, everyone was evacuated to the shelter for their safety. As someone charged with protecting Gerudo Town, I am ashamed at our current situation. This is all to say that although I wish I could help your search for the princess, now is not a good time, I'm sorry. Lady Riju is currently training. She is trying to become strong enough to save us from this disaster. If you're hoping to speak with her, you should visit the ruins to the north. Well, well. What about you? Hi. Hey, so you're a special Voe, aren't you? Otherwise the soldiers would be arresting you right now. So why are you so special? Hey, Dahlia, you better not be speaking to that Voe. Didn't Miss Ashai teach you the first rule about Voe? For young Vi, speaking with a Voe will only invite misfortune. I'm not talking to the Voe. I'm just talking. I can't even see, so it's not my fault who comes walking by. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. Listen up, Voe. You better go you shouldn't go poking your nose into Gerudo life. You're free to come and go as you wish, but please don't disrupt the peace of our town. Alright, really quick, let's get this ugly-looking rock hammer off my... There, something that's a little more hidden. Where did the owner... Oh, you're the chief's guest. So this is a Voe. His ears look to be about the circumference of his head and his neck. Interesting. Oh, I'm sorry. You're the first Voe I've ever seen. I got a little carried away figuring out your measurements. Why was I doing that? Because I make accessories, and the key to any good accessory is the perfect fit. My name's Kara. I haven't had a lot of opportunities to make accessories for a Voe, so if you give me the chance, I'll put everything I've got into making some really special, great ones for you. If this shop's owner were here, she probably could have made all sorts of things, but she went out to look for potential adornments and hasn't come back since. She was in such high spirits, too, gushing about all the treasures she'd find around the Toruma dunes. That's a strange place, though, Molduga territory. I hope she didn't run into trouble. You'd be lucky if she's even still alive. Anyway, did you need something? The owner may not be here, but I'll still do what I can. No thanks. Alright, so... Owner, missing. Oh. Hi. Oh, you must be that Voe everyone is talking about. Say, are Hylian Voe interested in archaeology? Would it surprise you to learn that I'm an archaeologist myself? After much work, I have finally deciphered these stelae. Do you want to hear what's written on them? You do, don't you? Sure, if you insist. First up, the stela over here on the left, it says, the 7 heroines who protected the Gerudo. Their secret will be exposed on 6 stelae? As for the stela over there on the right, it says, the 7 heroines who protect Gerudo, the 8 channels and guides the powers of these 7. I doubt you know this, being a Hylian Voe, but we Gerudo have believed in the heroines for a long, long time. They were said to have protected and guided our people in times past. Unfortunately, I have found little in the way of documentation about the heroines themselves. There are many debates and disagreements surrounding these enigmatic figures. Some argue for revering all 7 as a collective, and others for worshipping each one as an individual. Certain rabble-rousing contrarians even claim there were not 7 but 1, or 8. If there is one thing the scholars love, it is arguing with each other. But these stelae definitely support the theory of 8. An incredible discovery, isn't it? I could stop here and rightly say that I changed the face of archaeology. But if I found the other 4 stelae, who knows what else I could learn about the heroines. I wonder, too, about this orb that I found while searching for the stelae. Is it connected somehow? If I gave a presentation on all of this, I'd be a star in the archaeology society. But I have not been able to find any stelae besides these 2. Since there's nothing like them on the surface, the others must be underground somewhere. How I wish I could use the text inscribed on these stelae. Even just a picture would serve my purposes. Gotcha. Okay, there's some little shops. More little shops. Alright. Just like trying to look around and figure out what the heck's happening. Oh. There's just people everywhere. I'm in this underground shelter and I warped through the floor, so it's really difficult to figure out, you know, like how you're supposed to get here, you know? Hi. This is the jail. Even though you have special permission to be in Gerudo Town, I won't let you pass this point. Really, the only way into jail is to break our rules. Voe are normally not allowed inside our town. The one in jail broke that rule, so he's locked up. And even though you have permission to be here, if you break the rules, you'll join him in jail. Gotcha. That's why there's just some dude. There's like some Hylian guy in there. That's funny. Anyway, alright, well. Ooh, hang on. Little pathway. What is happening over here? Oh, the sand seals. Okay. You guys don't care if I just do this, do you? Didn't actually know this was in here. I just thought it was weird that I was allowed to break these rocks in the middle of the base. So if you had discovered this the natural way, how the heck would you find this place? Okay, there you go. So you talk with the guard, she'll open the door for you. And then here's the outside. There we go. Okay, so it's not that hard. It's literally right down the middle in the center of the stairs. So that's pretty straightforward. I'm curious about what happened to the, all of this. Riju's diary. I received an unsettling report from Bularia today, or however you say her name. A strange haze, some have called it gloom, is emanating from beneath Hyrule Castle. Those who touch it fall ill. But my friends Link and Zelda are in Hyrule. I'm sure those two can get to the bottom of the problem. A new, much more worrying report has arrived. Both Link and Zelda have gone missing while exploring below Hyrule Castle. Shortly after they were lost, the castle lifted off into the sky while it was joined by countless small floating islands. So much is happening all at once. What is going on in the world, and are those two safe? Things grow more and more dire across Hyrule, and now the danger has come here as well. A sand shroud, the worst sandstorm in recent memory, has covered the area. People are taking shelter underground. We traveled out to see if we could discern the cause of it, but we were ambushed by a new monster called Gibdos. To make matters worse, I wasn't able to accurately hit them with the lightning I can call down. We're inundated with those seeking safety from the Sand Shroud or the Gibdos, and we still don't know what has caused this. As the chief of Gerudo Town, I am to blame for all these failures. The fortifications protecting the shelter are strong. There's no way the monsters will be able to break through. We're also lucky to have a good source of water in the shelter, but we must watch for invaders trying to use the waterways. And as a precaution, we should cover the hole behind the throne. Sitting here, feeling sorry for myself, won't solve anything. I'm gonna leave Bularia. I'm gonna leave my captain of the guard in charge of the shelter and go train. The ruins of the north aren't too far. They should be the perfect place for me to practice with my lightning. Despite my worries for my people and for the world, I must do what I can. I know that's what Zelda would advise me to do. Oh, Lady Urbosa, if only you were here with us. Watch over us in these dark times and keep Zelda and Link safe. Poor Riju, being such a young leader and having to just figure it all out. That's rough. Alright, so the next thing on my list, though, was the shop. Because, like, the shop area needs to be something I need to figure out how to get to. Now, maybe that means I need to go back underground, and then I need to figure out that. Because the shop was over here, obviously. Yeah, okay. Let's see. What about Blunt? You guys like Blunt? Oh, they really are immune to, like, everything. Okay, well, what about if I lit them on fire? Here, burn. Oh, there we go. Oh, hang on. He looks weaker now. Yeah, I killed one. Ooh, a 40. A creepy bone with multiple sharp tips. Attach it to a weapon to greatly increase its attack power. It tends to break easily due to the odd shape. And a rusty broadsword. Okay, well, they don't like being set on fire, so I guess that's something. And up. Oh. These freaking guys. Alright. Hey.
Oh.
Hey, Perta, you made sure the entrance was really securely blocked, right? Yup, it's very much completely blocked with a crate. Keep it down. What do you think's gonna happen if those monsters outside hear us? Okay, so obviously they're still in there, but the door's blocked with the crate. I am curious, though. What's this? Construction and service note in regard to the work on the hole in the floor. Due to lack of resources, a large stone slab be used to temporarily seal the hole in the floor. Hole in the floor? What hole in the floor? Ooh. Maybe this, maybe this? If this leads to that place, it's gonna look so suspicious. It's gonna look like I knew right where I was supposed to be going and I just did it. Which is not what happened. Okay, so... hang on. I've obviously got to use Ascend, right? That's obviously the whole shtick here. I just got to figure out how to get lined up with wherever it is. My idea is to go this way. Because I feel like that's what they obviously want me to do, is to use Ascend, right? So I'm thinking like maybe over here. Because like I found this all of this area earlier, you know what I mean? And I just didn't feel like, I mean, it didn't feel like it led anywhere. So let's try poking through and seeing if we can find how to get inside the shop. I feel like it's got to be over here somewhere. Oh, hey, we are close. Okay, so we're close. I need to go like kitty corner. I need to go like this way. We're gonna try. We're like bouncing around it here. Oh, nailed it. Client list, check. Products, check. Hi. Avoe, but the door is blocked. How did you... Never mind, it's not our rule to pry to the business of our customers. You're welcome in our shop, no matter how you manage to make it inside. This is the Gerudo Secret Club, the only shop in town that sells clothing designed with Voe in mind. Considering Voe aren't allowed in town, I'm sure you can understand why the shop is a secret. Anyway, that's how we run our business. We're not concerned with who you are. As an outcast myself, I appreciate your business. Sick. What are you going to charge me for the other pieces of the armor? Snow boots? Sand boots. Alright. Oh, 1,300. I can actually afford that one. Hey, do you buy things? Buy from me. Okay. Do I have anything to sell? Cause I need your armor. Oh, hey. I could sell 2 of these. Sick. Okay, well, there's an easy 1,000. What else can we sell? Anything else? Oh, yeah. We could sell probably 4 of those easily. And I'm gonna need to improve them too, so really going in for as much money as I can reasonably do feels like a good idea. I'll actually sell 2 more. Okay, let's see what else. We could probably sell maybe at least 4 of those. I'm going really in on selling, like, to reduce the stocks, because technically there's no reason to keep a stock of them. If I know I'm never going to infuse any of them for any reason, like, technically there's no reason to. So I guess I'm just keeping 1 just for, I don't know, the memes, I guess, I don't know. And plus 2, we're going to need to do this for the fire break armor as well, so it doesn't really matter to stockpile money right away. You know what I mean? I don't, like, lose anything. Oh, 17, holy cow. Okay, well, I don't know, we could sell 16 of them. As much money as possible. Nice. Alright, that feels pretty good. Thank you. Okay. I'll buy this. Nice. Okay. And I need the pants. I already have the headpiece, because I bought it in the, I bought it at the Oasis. So, I don't suppose you would care if I unblocked your door, would you? Because going all the way through there would suck. Although I don't actually imagine I'm gonna need to get back in here, because I bought the armor. But you know, there we go. Now it's unlocked. Yay! All right. So we have the armor. Now we need to figure out how to improve it. I mean, and we know how to improve it, but you know what I mean. We need to talk with Riju as well, but. Give it time. I need to make sure the armor's ready before we obviously go gallivanting into battle. Alright, well, we can see how bad the damage is. I expect the answer's gonna be bad. Hello, Great Fairy Terra. Hi. How bad are you gonna charge me for this? Oh, well, we can do tier 1 right away. Easy clap. I'll have to sort my armor, because the headband is really far on, and then the other 2 are at the very bottom, so it's a little mixed up, but don't worry about that. Alright, well, there's the first tier. I'm gonna need to get it to tier 2 before I can really relax, but, you know. Alright, how bad's tier 2? Ooh, we have the cool Saflina needed for tier 2. We're not gonna have enough white shoe jelly, but I don't know, with some working arounds, we might be able to make that happen. Yeah, we're gonna need more of that, but we actually have the cool Saflina, so that's super lucky. Because that would honestly probably be the hardest part to find. Although I know one spot where I think a whole bunch of flowers spawn, I believe. So, you know. Okay. Now, if you wouldn't mind just hitting the pants. Luckily, we can afford all this thanks to all that stuff we sold, so that's huge. Nice. Okay. While we're already right here, we could hit the next tier. Oh, we actually almost have enough chew jelly right out the gate, to be honest with you. But we'll just hit the next one. I'm like, oh, shucks. You shouldn't have. Nice. Okay, maybe we could look at the next one. Alright, so for tier 3, obviously, we don't even really care about it, because we need all kinds of stuff that we don't have, but that's not the point. What we do need, we almost have enough to hit everything right out the door. That would be so nice. Not to need to, like, grind anything for it. But, well, that's not the case. We don't have enough for that. So, it is what it is. Sick. Okay. I'll be back, my friend. Okay, so I have one idea. I have no idea if this is going to work, just for the record, but we're gonna try. So we're gonna have to just put this on. Just me. So here's my idea. I don't feel like this is gonna work, but maybe. If I'm just in the frozen north and it's really cold, could I just drop regular chew jelly and it would just freeze? You think that would work? I highly, highly doubt it, but maybe. My other idea is maybe if I find an icy surface, because like I think there'll be like, you know, little blobs of frozen water, right? Could I just drop it like it's hot? Also, hey, look, the guy's over there. Okay, anyway, he's gonna be there. That's not the point. Okay, let's just look. Let's do my test first before I get distracted. Okay. So I need regular chew jelly. There. Can I just? Now freeze. I don't get the sense it's gonna work. I feel like this is just. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Obviously, there's the music players. We probably should unlock the fourth one, mostly just because of the vibes. It would be cool to unlock the fourth fairy fountain, plus to hear the song, how the band is all complete when they're fully done. I just think that would probably be pretty cool. We're gonna go talk to this guy. I think I've gotten more frogs since I last talked to him, so we may as well go talk to him. You know, the other way, too, is, like, if I was running around, there's always a chance, of course, that I'm gonna get attacked by actual white shoes while I'm in the north over here. So, hey! Hey! Hi. I have 6 more? Alright, he wants 3, that's fine. There you go! Alright, there's 5 ice tails, which would be really huge if I was looking to actually upgrade, which I'm not. And you want 4 for the next one, so that's tough cookies. Okay. But while we're already up here, I know I saw these plants over here. And I'm hoping I can, maybe if we're lucky, I could get some of those creatures to spawn and land on my head. Okay, we are back, so it took a bit, and I tried many suggestions online of what people recommended, none of which were useful or helped at all about trying to find any. And so while I was fruitlessly searching for white shoes, which don't exist, I'm pretty sure, it just occurred to me, I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a second, like, I can make some, like, I have ice fruit, right? So, it clicked that I'm like, I don't need to do this. So I grabbed a group of chew jellies, I put them on the ground, I got an ice arrow, I shot the ice arrow near the chew jellies without hitting them, and it obviously converted them into white chew jellies. So, worked like a charm. Anyway, I just want to make sure that we're all... I think we should be, though. Yeah, that's... Obviously, that's 8, 8, and 8. Perfect. Perfect. Anyway, so yeah, so I figured it out. No thanks to anything online, but, you know, I figured it out. Alright, we're just gonna do the by set. That'll get this all put together. Look how nice that all looks. You love to see it. Anyway. Alright, well, I suppose we actually probably could do this now. Shock damage resist. Alright, into the desert, now that we actually have what we need. Alright, well, here we go. We're just gonna go north. Luckily I can see it. And I'm immune to the heat now. Unless, of course, I was on Death Mountain and the air was literally on fire, but barring that, I'm otherwise immune to it. This just vanishes. Here! Perfect. Oh, that was a little low. I was a little high off the ground. Admittedly, it's a little hard to tell. Let's see. Well, I obviously saw the ground vibrate a second ago, so... Oh. Before we touch anything else. Hey, I was about to say, Riju? You here somewhere? Close. Close. Hi.
Link.
Dang, she's looking baller. Look at all that cool jewelry. Sick. Looking more leaderly than ever. That's awesome. And she's practicing with her lightning, you know, doing the work. So, Hyrule Castle rose up into the sky, Zelda vanished right in front of you, and now you've come here looking for clues. Link, I understand how you're feeling. Zelda is a dear friend to me as well. I will do everything in my power to help you. But to do that, I need to bring a quick resolution to a problem we Gerudo are facing. I'm sure you've noticed that the desert is even more difficult to cross than usual. That's thanks to this unusual sand shroud. It appeared around the same time the events at Hyrule Castle took place. It has blanketed the whole desert, including our town. And not long after that, swarms of monsters we've never seen before began attacking. We're calling them Gibdos. Several attacks, physical attacks, don't work well against them. Yeah, I noticed that. They're slow, but they make investigating the sand shroud difficult. Were you watching just now? Yes. I've been practicing striking that dummy over there with lightning. If I can aim the lightning well, I think it may be an effective weapon against the Gibdos. But this technique is unrefined. I only recently discovered it and still need more practice. I want to master this power so I can use it to defeat the Gibdos. If I can do that, we can investigate the source of this sand shroud and search for Zelda as well. Link, will you help me with my training? I think I can use your arrows to help me aim my lightning strikes. Fire one at that dummy over there. Ooh. Sorry. Also sorry. Ah, there we go. Now let's try something a little trickier. Aim for those dummies over there. Maybe we can hit them with a single lightning strike? Here's an idea. Don't try to hit a specific dummy. Instead, aim for the area in the middle of the three, like right around where that rock is jutting out. Oh, but keep in mind that the further away a target is from me, the longer it will take to build up my energy to hit it. Okay, I get it. You have to wait till it's in the aura. Yes! I'm getting the hang of it now. The Gibdos don't stand a chance against this power. I can't thank you enough for your help, Link. I mean, it literally took a second, so no problem. Plus, you know, we're friends, obviously. Oh, I just spilled my water all over me. That was intelligent. What was that? It didn't sound like any noise the sound shroud has made, that's for sure. You heard that too, right? It was... Chief! We received word that a swarm of Gibdos are attacking Karakara Bazaar. Bularia is already on her way there, or however you say her name. Bulayara. I have no idea how to say her name. She's already... Okay, understood. Thank you. Link, we need to head to Karakara Bazaar at once. I must ask for your help once again. My lightning and your guiding arrows make us a formidable pair. Do you remember Karakara Bazaar? It's the oasis northeast of Gerudo Town. Let's face those... Let's show those Gibdos what we're made of. I can do that. I'm gonna have to teleport, though, because of... And luckily I know it's this one. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Anyway, but, yeah. So you can already probably figure out what kind of power she has, right? So you gain that lightning aura thing when you, when she is the avatar that you have with you, which is very, very good. Boy, those are creepy looking things. Don't let any more Gibdos get close. If help doesn't arrive soon. Destroyed. Sorry to keep everyone waiting, but I'm here now and we're gonna wipe all the Gibdos out at once. Follow me. Link, don't let me down. No problem. These monsters stand no chance. Don't worry about it. Sorry. There's so much good loot. Alright, luckily it shows me where they are, so... Oh, that was tasty. What, you think I'm supposed to do this? Oh, well. I don't know. It glowed a little weird, right? I missed. I feel like she's like, what the heck was that, Link? Oh boy. The swarm of Gibdos seems to be coming from there. Yeah, I noticed that. Oh, disgusting. We need to destroy that somehow, otherwise they'll overwhelm us. And say, get you out of there. Heyo. Wonder if all that loot's still gonna be there. But it wasn't realistic to go grab every single one.
今回ギブドにイカズチが効くと確認できたのは大きな収穫であったな。は。
Ho ho! It's the fake Zelda. Don't worry about it.
竜巻がゲルドの町の方に発生し、ゼルダもそちらへ向かって消えた。ビューラ、町へ戻るぞ。はは。リンク、我らは先に行く。町で落ち合おう。
You got it. It wasn't the fake Zelda. I mean, it was the fake Zelda. It wasn't the real Zelda. Okay, but really quick though. Let's see. I don't suppose all that loot's still there, dude. I mean, I picked up a few anyway, right? It wasn't like it was a, you know, wasn't like I didn't get anything for it. Let's see. Wasn't it over here that we were fighting all those bros? I mean, yeah, there we go. Ooh. It is still here. At least some of them are. Sick. Yeah, there's quite a few. Good to know. I mean, because they're good fuse materials, and normally I don't use too many fuse materials, but I mean, it'd be stupid not to collect them. And sometimes I do, and I've been better about it this playthrough than I otherwise often have been. Normally, I use them even less than you see now. I use them as minimally as possible because I'm a hoarder that way. And I don't like using things that are finite, but, you know, that's literally what they're for, so it'd be stupid not to use them. Although I do get my stance on not using them if they are, like diamonds and stuff. Like, personally, I think using diamonds as a fuse material is not the best use, because money is so important that, like, I would much rather use them on money. Because there's other fuse materials that are good, like the soldier, like the soldier horns. Let's see. I mean, you could just, like, look at some of these materials I have. Maybe we'll go back to the top. I mean, you know, look at that. Like 103 amber, you know? I mean, I got lots of good materials, you know what I mean? And so, like, it feels dumb to use, like, a diamond when I have, you know, I mean, even, like, bokoblin, black bokoblin. There's, like, 14 Lizolfos. I got lots of good materials. And so it just, you know, I don't like using stuff that's so much better used, in my opinion, as a, See, look, I have 31 Construct 2 horns. Soldier Construct 2 horns. So, like, if I was going to use a fuse material, I'd use one of those, because I have a lot of them. Oh, the dried guts of a defeated Gibdo. It said they're effective, vitality-rich ingredients that are useful in elixirs. Sick. Anyway. But yeah, anyway. So. Okay, well, normally, of course, I would be pushing for us to do the main story. However, time-wise, we are a scotch low on such things. We're a little low on to be pursuing main story, so I think we might, just because of the episode length, have to take a break, and then we'll be able to resume and finish it in the next episode as far as, like, the Gerudo stuff. So, I suppose that's kind of what we're doing. Now, I remember I did go over here for just a second, and I saw a shrine, so maybe let's go grab that shrine that I saw, if it's even up here. Okay, so I couldn't find that shrine. When I was at the tower, it's so bright because of the snow, I can't see. And so I was, like, looking over this horizon. I mean, look how bright it is out here. Like, you can barely see a thing if you're, like, in the distance, especially when you're up high. So I couldn't find it, and I was like, you know what, there's some better things I could be doing. So I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll work on unlocking the last, fairy fountain. Our last great fairy here has closed herself off to the world and remains closed inside her flower bud. Eustace's horn is what we need. Alright, I'm gonna Google where he is anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Anyway, so yeah, that's gonna be the plan. So let's go see if we can find the last one. Let's see here. Okay, I think the horn guy is right over here. So... Hey, you nerd. Huh? Oh, hey, did you come here to rescue me? I'm like, yes. I used to play horn with the stable trotters, it's true. What? The Great Fairy went into hiding, and so the troop is looking for me. Well, from bad to worse. Have you heard how Gerudo Village north of here is struggling to get enough food? It really breaks my heart. I actually fixed that already. The Gerudo were always good to us when our music troupe was touring the kingdom. So when I heard about a fierce blizzard tearing into the Gerudo Village, I just couldn't sit and do nothing. I slipped away from the troupe and made for their village with supplies and songs to ease their burdens. I got my wagon going at a quick trot on this road, but then I suddenly drove into this hole and it didn't used to be here. The horse I was riding off ran off somewhere, my cargo got spoiled, and the only thing I have left is the wagon. I didn't know that while I was stuck in this hole, the Great Fairies went into hiding and my troop reformed. Sounds like I should get out of this hole and join back up with the stable trotters as soon as I can, but I can't climb up the side of the hole, not without my wagon at least, and I'd rather not leave it behind. I'm relieved that someone came to rescue me, but I hope you have a plan to free me from this hole. Yeah, relax. I know what we will do. Okay, so first, I need, boxes. Oh good, arrows. I have used a lot of arrows recently with that lightning shenanigans. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. Okay. Now, we're just gonna grab this. And I think we should attach this to you. That'll work. Then... Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and grab this. And then we'll grab a flame emitter. And then we're gonna plop it in the middle. Oh. A little farther. Perfect. Okay, now that's lined up, but I also need to grab one of these, at least one of these fans, because I have to get enough forward momentum. I'm a little worried my battery's not going to survive this, but... Here, could you go, like, on one side? Because I think I might have to use 2 fans for this. I'm a little worried it's not going to go high enough, fast enough. I'm a little worried that the fans are going to push it into the wall too fast. I don't know. Ooh, boy. It's also a little bit, Okay, what if we... What's happening? It can't... It's like heavier than you'd think. There. Alright, can I off-center it? That's already listing very badly, so that's a little worrisome. Yikes. Okay, well, I'm sure it'll stay. Hey, man. Get in the wagon. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's listing super bad. I think I need both of the flame emitters for it to work. Great. Yeah, my energy. Yeah, not even close. Oh, maybe. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yes! Whoa, I'm out of the hole. You sure are, man. You sure are. I did it. All right, so yeah, that was the answer. You need less forward momentum and you need more up momentum. Anyway. Whew, I'm finally out. I got so nervous I fogged up my glasses and missed what you did. But you did it. You actually did it. Thank you so much. If you hadn't come along, I didn't know how much longer I would have been stuck in that hole. Come to think of it, if I hadn't made such a rash decision during the earliest days of the upheaval and run off on my troop, maybe things wouldn't have ended up like this. I mean, the supplies I collected to help feed Gerudo Village have all spoiled by now anyway. I could get back to the stable trotters and rejoin my bandmates. That'll do more good. For the time being, I should head to Snowfield Stable and play my horn for the Great Fairy there. Oh, one more thing. Take this, please. It's a cooking ingredient I picked up on my travels. This is the least I can do for you getting me out of that hole. Thanks, dude. Yeah. And now I'd better be on my way. If you don't come to Snowfield, why don't you come to Snowfield Stable too and hear us perform? So yeah, what you do is you get 2 balloons and 1 fan. You need way less you need way less forward momentum and way more up momentum. So that was the secret to success there. Anyway, but now that we did all that, now let's go ahead and head to Snowfield Stable and see about getting the band to that great fairy. All right. Hello. Hello. I know you, traveler. You've got a delightful development. Look, we've got a delightful development. I mean, listen, it's Eustace. He and his horn are back in our troop. It's heartbreaking to think of the poor fellow getting stuck in a hole on the way to Gerudo Village. Note to self, Eustace doesn't get to drive the cart anymore. But I'm glad he's out of his funk and fit as a fiddle. Eustace's horn will blow the stable trotters back on course. Every member is essential for our signature sound. Together we are not just the stable trotters, and my heart will always be the stable gallopers. You have done so much for us, I hardly know where to begin. Let me start with this. Thank you. And thank you. That's 5 thank yous from the 5 of us. Attention, everyone. This is a new start for the stable trotters. May our performance of the great fairies know all travelers. No, let everyone in the world be awash in sweet, soothing music. Perfect. Now that Eustace is here, we can bring the sound of his horn to the Great Fairy. It would be wonderful if we could go perform for her right away. But of course, there's always something holding up the show. Our breezer's roof is broken, so we'd be at the mercy of the elements. Imagine if we were caught in the snow. Why, we might fall ill, or how could we perform at our best then? I did try to attach a roof to Breezer. Alas, I couldn't reach high enough to do more than set some posts. If we can get a roof on Breezer, our performance for the Great Fairy is as good as cancelled. Okay, so we need to customize the ride, so that's the plan. Okay, so quick little intermission here. So we're doing something new, as you can see. I put big wheels on it now, and then I put my little steering stick on top. Because it's a way better design in general, because for a couple reasons. Number one, it's lighter, I suspect. Number two, it's way more efficient on my battery, which is very small. And it doesn't roll. It's not like because I attached the big wheels to the little wheels, and the little wheels roll on a hill, as you would imagine, but the big wheels don't. The big wheels, if you stop driving, it'll stop moving, and it'll just hold itself there. And it's way more like, as you can see, way more efficient on battery, way less likely to fall. And I couldn't make it, by the way. I'll probably cut away from most of that other attempt. But I couldn't make it up this hill. The battery dies way too quickly, and it wouldn't climb the hill, even with 2 fans on it. And by the time you're having 2 fans on it, my battery's like non-existent. And so, way more confidence this time that it'll work out. And then they started freaking out, and the cart rolled all the way over there by that stupid dragon-looking thing. And so, anyway, it was very scary. And so, yeah, it was really scary. So, I just warped back to the stable, and they were there, thank heavens. And so then the cart was reset, and all that worked out. You are not falling. Shut up. Oh, great fairy, the stable trotters have arrived. You could have freaking walked, but okay. We've done it. You have our thanks. We've taken us right to where we needed to be. All right, everyone, no time to dawdle. Strike up the band. Our audience is the great fairy herself. Oh, so, you know, considering I'm going to cut out that entire attempt, something else you should be aware of, the other reason why it went so poorly, is because there was a whole bunch of those, like, Bokoblin cavalry. There was, like, what, 3, like, individual horses, or no, 4 maybe, and then there was a cart being towed by another horse as well, and all of them were attacking me. So I had to fight off the entire Rohirrim, and it was a little rough to get through. So, and then after all that, then the battery was too weak, and then it rolled down the hill towards the monster, and just everything else happened. So then I warped back and then tried this again. Obviously, and this one worked. So that's what happened. And I'll probably just cut away the entire rest of it. But whatever. It doesn't matter. We survived. We got the thing. It's okay. It's so peaceful, bro. It's so peaceful. What a great vibe. I'm surprised she's all the way here in the north. It's really cold for a great fairy to be vibing over here, although maybe fairies don't care about the cold. Despite all the greenery, you'd assume with all the greenery going on that they wouldn't like the cold, but apparently not. Hello. All right, the final great fairy. Not that we're gonna use it, but you know, it's here. It's also not the fairy I'm gonna teleport to because it's not closer than other ones I could get to. So I'll probably just continue to use the same fairy because it's probably, I think, the closest one from wherever you could teleport. The Great Fairy has returned to us. This is one of the greatest days of my life. The Great Fairy herself enjoyed my humble horn playing. What a day. What a divine presence. What splendor. I will remember this moment all my life. We can't hang around all day. We must return to the stable to share the good news. Thank you again. Which leaves only your reward. Now, don't be shy. Nice. Oopsie, that's left of the old wallet pretty light, but that's no excuse to skimp on our thanks. A clear conscience is worth every rupee. Our musical troupe has finally performed to all the great fairies. I'm moved, I'm inspired, I'm beside myself with joy. Thank you so much for not giving up and for forging on despite all the obstacles. Every time the great fairies emerged in response to our music, it gave all of us in this troupe confidence in our playing. If you ever want to hear my beats, stop by a stable. If we're there, I'll give you a rhythm to remember. The show's not over, far from it. We're just getting started. We'll keep playing and make audiences smile all over the kingdom. It's up to us to pour all our thoughts and feelings into our music when we play. From now on, I want our music to soothe every traveler who comes to the stables, not just the great fairies. I consider you an honorary member of our grand stable trotters troupe. Might I know your name? I'm like, Link. Link, huh? So that's what we can call the hero who saved our Grand Troop. I'll remember that. I surely will remember. Our Grand Troop will continue playing for one and all under a new name. We are the Stable Trotters and no more. In honor of this genuine hero, let us all be known as the Stable Heroes. Right then, it's back to our biz stable we go from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you. We did it. All the great fairies. Nice. Hi. So you're the one who arranged those soothing sounds for me. I would have liked to be released to someone bigger, but I'm like, oh, come on, it's not my fault. Well, a slim little lad like you is fine too, I suppose. It seems the world is not so corrupted as I thought. To thank you for opening my eyes, I can enhance your clothing. Obviously, as we can't afford nothing. But I mean, we could look, I guess. Black Bokoblin. 3. I mean, obviously, I can afford most of it except the Black Bokoblin pieces. I can't afford those. We don't have the electric pieces to get this to level 3. Barbarian is Thistles, which I have found no more of, by the way. And not that we can afford level 2 anyway, because we don't have the Razor Shrooms, and certainly not the Lionel pieces. There's Ice Fruit, if you wanted to improve the Frostbite shirt for whatever reason. I can't improve that set, obviously. And then, of course, Feast of Fierce Deity is an absolute nightmare. Because I would need all the pieces of all these dragons, and they are an absolute pain in the butt to get to, so. Anyway, bye. So that's not the point. The point is we did it. We did the thing, kids. But yeah, we won't be using this stable because, I mean, this, you know, shrine, or fountain, I mean, because it's like all the way over here. So it's not convenient. This one is the one I always use because it's right here. The stable, like the shrine's right here. You can just walk over this little hill. It just takes a second. Not a big deal. This one's wouldn't be awful, but you'd have to teleport here and then you couldn't just like glide to it. I think they're like the same height or so. So that's not very useful. And the last one is very far. I mean, you'd have to do here, then glide a long way, and I just think that the one I go to is the fastest one, you know? Here and then there. That just seems very simple to me. Anyway, but yeah, I think we will go ahead and put this set on. Freeze to death? No, I'm kidding. Then we'll just probably go to Lookout Landing, because I don't want to go to the city because I don't want to trigger anything, so... otherwise, that's what I would prefer to do is go to the city, go to Gerudo Town, and then just stand there. And then the very beginning of the episode, we'll jump right in. But I don't want to trigger anything, and so to be safe, we'll go to Lookout Landing. I'll highlight the quest, and then I'll know that, okay, when we come back, we're just going right into the quest. And I fully expect that next episode will be probably jumping into the temple, assuming that timing works out. I'm assuming all you have to do at this point is go to the town, something happens, then you can kick off and then do the temple. So the goal, hopefully, is going to be to hit the temple next episode. For the Gerudo. That would be what we're hoping happens. Alright, deactivate all this crap. So much noise outside. We're going to scroll all the way to the top and read you. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, that'll be where we call this episode. Super good progress today. Some things didn't go super swimmingly, but other things I think went pretty good. And so overall, I am pleased with our progress. We did get the armor we needed, our anti-heat armor, and got it to the tier that I feel comfortable enough with. I wouldn't mind getting another armor set to a higher level. I do wish we could use a cool new armor set, but I don't have any of the actual new ones, and the Fierce Deity, we've already talked about it, but it sucks to improve. And I'm really dragging my feet about doing armor in this one. In Breath of the Wild, I did want to wear a cool armor set, so I did all of the insane amount of work to get the Barbarian set ready. And in this one, I'm dragging my feet. I'm just like, tier 2 is good enough. I can use that Angry Spirit armor, whatever the heck I'm using that gives me the attack bonus most of the time in combat. Otherwise, I just wear my go-to set. If we happen to kill enough Black Bokoblins along the way, like, maybe I'll end up being like, yeah, that's worth it, let's go ahead and improve my go-to set, because otherwise I have the pieces for it. And then I wouldn't mind doing that, and maybe it'll be worth switching to that other armor for when I need the attack bonus that's locked at tier 2, and then for all the other times for aesthetics I can run around at tier 3 with my go-to set. But we might not worry about it. I might just go like beat the game on my tier 2 just because I'm really dragging my feet about upgrading my armor, and for whatever reason. Anyway, but yeah, when we come back, we'll just be working on Gerudo stuff. So, and probably, hopefully, finishing the Gerudo quest lines in general. But anyway, that is going to call for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later. Oh, did I just collateral that guy? Yeet. There, you go first. He's like, I think it's clear, man. You're good. As the great Bob Ross would say, what a happy accident. Later, idiots. I could hear Darth Vader in my head. I have you now. No, walk it off, bro. You're okay. It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up. That was so perfect.